Hi everybody, it's Marty Hosking, Keller Williams, Greater Omaha. It's great to be back with you to do another chat on things going on in real estate. Today we're going to talk about what it is that you can do and we can do together as a seller to make sure that that deal closes on time and without a hitch. Here's how we can do it. First of all, we're going to make sure that that property is it's looking the best that it possibly can given our budget. And we've talked about getting things ready for market, staging, things you can do. You can check back on that video for some more tips on that, or just give me a call and I'll review that with you. Secondly, we're going to make sure we price it right. It's really important that I do a really super careful analysis for you of the property. We don't just fetch a number out of the sky, or a lot of times people will say, well, my Zestimate says this. As we have discussed in a previous chat, Zillow is not known for its accuracy. So we wouldn't want to rely on that. And then they'll say, maybe someone will say, well, but the tax assessor says it's this. That's another one we can't rely on. It's a frozen moment in time that the tax assessor gives their best estimate on that, but they're not doing a full appraisal on your house or a full analysis. They're doing the best they can and being conservative so that they don't get any complaints from the consuming public who think that their assessment is so high they're going to pay taxes that are unfairly given, unfairly leveraged against them. So we're going to do. This is where I like to control things here. This is where I'm going to do a really, really in-depth analysis on your property. I mean, really in-depth. All of the points of GPS that would, indicate for us what your value is. And that's called a CMA. Some of you have heard of it, comparative market analysis. We try not to use realtor speak, but it's an analysis on, and it's very much like an appraisal, although it is not officially an appraisal. I would say my experience is that sometimes it's as accurate or more so than an appraisal, because I'm in the market, I'm in the mix. I'm consulting other agents as well while I'm doing the analysis to make sure we're getting everything right, because we got our fingers on the pulse of the market. We're in it every day, and so when we get that number, again, it's not a number. I should probably correct myself. It's not a number. We have to start with a number on the listing agreement and on the multiple listings service when we get it out to the public. But what we want to do is we want to find out what the range of value is, because to be honest, we don't have an exact number, but we know that it's somewhere in a range of probably it could be as low as this or as high as this. Typically, it's $10,000 to $20,000 of differential there. And my trick or my experience has been that we can be super successful by not overpricing. And it's tempting to do that. It's tempting because it's our precious home, and we don't want to give it away. And we assume, that people are going to offer less. They always offer less. Well, they do and they don't. I think if we set up the price is right, if we have the property ready to go, we don't have to worry about someone always offering less. The whole goal and my intention is that you will have actually such a control over the situation, priced so right and prepared so well that we will force a multiple offer situation. And I would say that happens to most of my properties. We force a multiple offer situation. Now in Omaha, under 300,000 is, especially in such a seller's market right now, if we do it right, we're very likely to get multiple offers. Over 300,000 is a little trickier. We're getting entry-level luxury in Omaha, and those are buyers that can afford to hold back, wait for what they really, really want. So, and it's a little bit more costly, and there aren't as many buyers at that price point. So, what we're going to find is that we may not get the multiple offers we get there, but we still need to be in control of it, and we need to set that price even more specifically at a right, very, very close to as exact as we can, so that we would at least get a full price offer, and maybe there'll be one more person interested, and that would be enough just to maintain our price and maybe get it up just a little higher. But and also, it's not just about price, is it? I mean, we're talking about terms. And so if we got more than one offer, we get to determine a lot of the terms. We get to choose the terms that we want, because we got offers, maybe 2, maybe 3 lined up, and we can choose or request from someone who really wants it the terms that really fit your needs. And we talked about this in an earlier chat, is what do we do if I got to buy a house and I haven't bought the house yet? Those are some of the terms that we control. We tell them, hey, you're going to have to wait until we find the house. And yes, if we don't find it, we get to cancel the contract. That can be done in a multiple offer situation. That can be done when someone really, really wants your house. But if we overprice and someone comes along as a knight in shining armor, as I like to say, they get to call the shots. We have to take what they give us. And really, it's very important for me to help you understand as a seller, we don't want to be in that position. You don't want to be in a position where the buyer is actually determining all the terms because we don't have anything else to play with. So we talked about price. We talked about getting it ready. We talked about and now I'm going to mention another thing that we use. It's really a great tool. It's called the Coming Soon campaign. And I developed one particularly unique to me and my business where we actually, with your permission, you give me permission to actually start marketing that property immediately to all the 3,000 agents in the Omaha area. What's really exciting about that is that, as you guys probably figured out, who really brings most of the buyers to, how do most buyers come to the purchase of a house? And the answer would be through agents, professional real estate agents. And so those agents have buyers in their pocket, and I can assure you they all do, because right now there aren't enough houses for buyers. So everybody has at least one, and maybe that's someone who might be interested in your house. And you do want to catch them right away, don't you, before they buy something else or drop out of the market? So, but you might be saying, well, but my house isn't quite ready yet, so I'm not ready to show it. I'm like, that's fine. If you give me permission, I'll do a no-show coming soon process where I can actually market your house to all the agents only, not directly to the public. And then while you're getting the house ready to go, I'm creating a waiting list with buyers who are just waiting to see your house and creating an anticipation and creating a little fire under your house. They're driving by, they're watching. We even have a sign in the yard that says coming soon. To get that interest going and to stop those people in their tracks. They say, honey, stop the car. We get to have the honey, stop the car right there in the street with your house. If we didn't have the sign out, they wouldn't even know that you're preparing for market, and they might drop out or buy something else. So we get that thing going on while you're getting your improvements. We usually do that for a week or two or whatever amount of time is really needed. We don't want to go too far because I don't have a rider that says coming never or coming maybe. We're coming soon, and we want to do it with 2 to 3 weeks most at max. So this is just a sample of what we can do to make sure you're in charge of the deal, you're in charge of the sale, and that doesn't fall apart. I got a lot more tricks that I'd like to share with you. Let me know. I'll call you directly, or on our next chat, I'll fill you in on some of the next ones. Thanks a lot for joining me, and have a great day.